the journal meets international standards. I couldn't find many typos or grammatical errors, so I think it's up to the international standards. Of course, launching a high-quality academic journal of this nature is not an easy task. So I would like to congratulate the editorial board and the editors to make this issue realistic. And of course, launching a journal is not easy, I said, but it is even more difficult to sustain a journal in the long run. This is my personal experience. I have been associated with editorial work in many journals, including first I started with the staff studies of the central bank, which was launched in the early 70s and became a reputed and a regular journal over the years, as many of you here know. But over time, something went wrong, and research took a backseat even in the central bank over time. And as a result, now there is, I am not criticizing the central bank, present central bank administration, but over time this has happened, and as a result, we do not know what is the actual or realistic interest rate. If you ask someone, some expert, what is the realistic exchange rate or what is the realistic interest rate? As we know, interest rates have come down drastically during the last few years. The reason is unknown because the government is borrowing heavily from the market, but still the interest rates are going down. As business managers and as economists, we know that when the demand is going up for a certain good, the price should go up. But in the case of the capital market, it is the converse in Sri Lanka. So there is very little research on interest rates, exchange rates, and other macroeconomic variables nowadays. So there is a big issue on the bond market, and there are hardly any studies on the bond market. So therefore, the policy makers have their own way. There is no policy guidance. In fact, one could ask the question, why should we have journals? There are so many journals. The main purpose of a journal is to help to improve the quality of life in a particular people's quality of life in a particular country. How can we improve the people's quality of life? Without doing research, the policymakers can have their own way, and they should be guided by researchers like you. Therefore, it is important to have continuous policy dialogues, research seminars, and research journals. So in this regard, I would like to congratulate once again Professor Sunil Chandrasiri, editorial board, and editors for having this, for publishing this journal. And as I mentioned earlier, it is not easy to sustain a journal. So we cannot leave the burden of running the journal in the long run in the hands of the editorial board. The editorial board, however much they complain, they are unable to continue the journal unless they get research papers on a continuous basis. So this has happened to many journals. With my experience, I was the editor of many, some journals, and some of those journals, when I say that some of these journals that we started have totally disappeared from the scene, or some still appear and disappear on and off. So it is important to, I am not saying that this particular journal will have the same fate. I am sure that this will have a smooth flow without any interruption, because I I know that you can contribute as researchers, postgraduate students, in collaboration with your supervisors. You can develop your papers, you can develop your concepts, new ideas, as pointed out by both Professor Sunil Chandrasiri and Dr. Lee. You can get a lot of ideas and start producing research papers. And so I am confident that this particular journal will enhance the knowledge base of multidisciplinary areas in relation to socio-economic development in this country and in the region. So it is the responsibility of academics, research students, and others to contribute articles so that to make the life of editors much easier. So with these remarks, I would like to conclude my presentation, and also I would like to extend my best wishes to all postgraduate students, PhD students, MBA students, and human resource students. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you, sir. Now I cordially invite Professor Sunil Chandrasiri, Acting Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo and the Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, to present the swear to the Chief Guest, Dr. Dongling Lee, and to the Guest of Honor, Professor S. Kolumbage, as a token of our respect and affection. Next, I would like to call upon Ms. Rangita Balasurya, Course Coordinator, EDM, to deliver